Hello and welcome back to the last session of War of the Ring, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Walder Richards from DaGameTrain. And god damn it, we only got 2 missions left. The Morgul Road and the sacking of Minas Ithil. Let's not waste any time. The return of the Dark Lord is at hand.
After capturing the tower of Cirith Ungol, the Dark Lord's army presses west along the Morgul Road toward Minas Ithil. Scouts have reported a large force of Gondor fighters fleeing along the road. The cowards have been cut off by a troop of orcs that had marched ahead. The army of Mordor will show no mercy to these weak men of Gondor.
I'm starting to notice that the evil campaign is more based around what happened before the events of the movie, rather than the events that happened in the movie. Like the Morgul Road and the sacking of Minas Ithil, that's what happened before the movie, and sometime before the books as well. Like it's a thing that happened, but the movie doesn't show that because that's way beyond its time. The books mention it a few times, I believe, but it's also beyond its time. So it's a pretty interesting thing. We get to see just how is this being interpreted. So let's have a look-see at how the Morgul Road was, well, dealt with. Yeah. Come on, Sauron. Fix up your goddamn ring already.
We will hunt the horse lovers who ran scared from Cirith Ungol. Grosh's band has tied them up, but can't defeat them alone. Catch up with Grosh and begin the slaughter.
But over 100 fled, and half were the cursed horse boys. There aren't enough of us. I won't die like some fool.
You will die if I tell you to die! Any more squealing from you, you worthless swine?
Is there a problem?
Not now. Let's leg it!
Alright, objectives are very simple here. Get to the west and help Grosh's army to defeat the remainder of the men of Gondor who we have been dealing with since the very first time we kind of encountered them back in Cirith Ungol. By the way, you gotta say it like that. Cirith Ungol, it just kind of sounds weird, but if you say it Cirith Ungol, well, it just sounds much better. I think you'll agree. This mission is a bit interesting. You see, the thing is, you don't really have to worry about the enemy attacking you. Like right now, even if they attacked, you would be able to survive pretty easily. But the thing is, the Morgul Road has a bunch of barricades blocking the road, and the enemy does not know how to operate these barricades, or destroy them for that matter. So that's one thing you do not have to worry about ever. Now there are some ledges that the archers can use, but that also is not a thing to worry about, considering the fact that there's Grosh and his band of orcs dealing with them. Like right now we are fighting each other or something like that. But because we're not there to see it, it technically doesn't count in a way. Like it's kind of difficult to explain, you know. It's like if you're not there, they are not fighting for realsies. They're not actually killing each other. It's a bit of a weird system, but I'm pretty sure you understand. With all that said, we have all the time in the world to do what we need to do to prepare for the assault, for the final battle with the cowards of Cirith Ungol. So, you can take your time and prepare a proper force. I have discovered that a combination army of Uruk-hai and Troll Stone Hurlers are actually... no, it's actually a pretty good thing to have. Of course, you could go with any combination you feel is the best, but while the Uruk-hai are busy stunning the shit out of everything or just hurting them if they're horses, the trolls have enough time to do what they do best, and that is dish out serious pain from over the distance. Of course, that was done when they were fully upgraded, so yeah, you might want to watch out for that. We got about 4,000. Oh, we do get attacked. Well, what do you know? That's just not right. What doesn't help is that it's just a couple of stinky ass elves, but they want to shoot down our troll, and that's just not right. Oh, they shot one of our guys down. Oh, that's not necessarily a bad thing, actually. Don't be afraid to make a decent army here, because you will get resupplied. You will meet up with Grosh's compadres on your way to Grosh and whatever's left out of his army by the time you get there, which will automatically join your group if once they are done dealing with whatever is trying to beat the living dick shits out of him. I'm going to work towards getting a combination army of Uruk-hai and Stone Hurlas, because I think it is a good combination. If you think you have a better combination, let me know in the comments. I like to see what kind of ideas you got that could make this go smoother or just more interesting. I don't think a Haradrim Slayer combination would work a whole lot. I don't remember, but they probably have rangers, at least somewhere around the western end of the map.
Who needs my whip? Move out!
But I think it would be a viable way of going about it. Like, I don't see why it wouldn't work. Alright, we're gonna need a breeding pit for what we're going to do, because we need to get unstoppable force and target practice. I don't remember if I mentioned it in the previous videos, but these two power-ups are essential for your needs. And god damn it, these fucking elves need to fuck off.
Go ready. Aim for the heart.
Bloody elves?
Aim for the heart. Here to kill.
Huh. Anyway, as I was saying before these asshole elves decided that they need to interrupt, I don't remember if I mentioned what these powers do before, but I will mention them now, because if I haven't, it's kind of important to know, because they are essential abilities if you want to make use of the Stone Hurlas. Target practice is the ability that allows trolls to throw things at a much larger distance as long as they have a spotter. So that's basically the spotting ability. You need that to throw things from a far distance. Think of it as eagle fletching for the elves, or raven fletching for the orc bowmen, but amplified by a couple of times. It's really potent stuff. And of course then there's unstoppable force. That makes stone hurler's attack have a splash damage as well as the regular direct impact damage. So whatever standing around the target will also take damage. Now normally this isn't a whole lot of damage, it's actually a pretty small amount, but it's still useful to have because it stacks. The damage stacks with every single boulder that flies into their faces. So yeah, it's totally useful to have something like that. And god damn it, why do I have so much fucking food? That's just ridiculous. I'm gonna do some replacement of the archers.
Ready.
Cause I know those assholes gonna try sending some more.
Time for blood.
Where's the Urukai? Oh, here it is.
Command me, Sauron's will.
I need to get that fixed now.
At your mercy.
Oh, look who's here.
Time for blood.
Damn, they pack a punch. We must be upgraded or something. So yeah, it is worth having both of those abilities if you're going to go as the Stone Hurler.
Time for blood.
I don't see why you would not want to have, at the very least, target practice, because that really helps. Target practice is the go-to ability for anyone who wishes to make the best out of the Troll Stone Hurlers. With that said, make sure that when you're using the Troll Stone Hurlers that you also upgrade their strength and armor. Armor maybe not necessarily, but strength definitely, because you want the Stone Hurler to be at his peak strength to actually do anything worth a fuck. Seriously, I'm making too much goddamn food. Luckily the Urukai is going to help us reduce those numbers.
Do you hear something? I go at once. Move out.
Somewhat. I still need to save up some money
Keep moving.
because I want to make some stone hurlers. You know, I honestly thought we wouldn't be attacked nearly as often as we did, but apparently I was proven wrong. Also, if we can manage to collect some fate points, we will be able to summon some heroes like Grishnak. Although, I don't think it's necessary to summon him. And I would actually prefer Salim, but we do not have access to Salim. I think we have access to her in the next mission. We'll see about that. If we do, well, that's good, because Salim is awesome.
Yes.
Which is kind of funny, because I actually did research to find out who the hell she is, and well, all you saw here is all you'll get about Salim, because she is original character do not steal. Yeah, that's what she's basically it. She's basically just that. Original character do not steal. She does not show up anywhere else. Not the books, not the movies, not the games, not the anything. She is just here. That's it. I don't know, maybe it's better that way, but honestly I think I would like to know more about Salim. Cause she sounds pretty fucking awesome. I mean, with all of her special abilities and whatnot, she kicks mad ass. She really does. Fortress of Mordor is at level 4. I should probably upgrade it. Maybe I should build a tower somewhere around this ledge. Just to see those bastards getting shot up. But then I would have to invest into poison arrows, and this mission is yet another case of once you start moving the hell out of the camp, you don't have to protect the camp anymore, so I would recommend not building towers. It's just kind of like a waste of time, you know, a waste of resources. Jesus, I need more stone. In fact, let's relocate some... no wait, no, I don't need to relocate actually. I think I'm gonna make about 3 or 4 stone holders before moving out, because you don't need a lot of them, especially when you're upgrading their strength and armor.
Stones and bones.
Right, so right now we got 16 attack and 0 armor. That's why we need to get ritual tattooing and other ritual stuff. I also need more stone. Gathering resources wouldn't be an issue if I didn't have to wait for them all the fucking time. So how about we just go walk? Let us explore. Who knows, maybe we'll be able to finish the mission faster that way. Oh shit. Let's lure them actually. And that was effortless. Oh, seriously, did you guys even try? Oh shit. Oh, fucking bonkers. Now they're really trying to get us. Pick a fight with us, would ya? Oh yeah. I love Lord of the Nazgul's debuff. It's awesome. And now that he's at level 10, he's not that easy to kill off. With attack 30 and armor 7, he's kicking some serious ass right now. Right, let's get target practice. I'm only interested in getting a hold of the
Upgrade is complete.
stone holders, because at the western end of the map there will be a camp to destroy, like a base, and we need to get rid of that base, and apparently I'm already getting close to my resource cap, so that's not very nice. That's not very nice at all. I don't like the looks of that. In fact, I think that looks very shit. Oh, it needs 150. Well, I'd rather use that 150 for another stone hurler. Let's just go with 2 stone hurlers actually, because once we get those upgrades going, they really don't need a whole lot of trolls for that to deal damage. Like, it's nice to have more, but it's not necessary to have more. If you can afford it, go right ahead. If not, well, 2 should be good. And even then, you don't need stone hurlers. They're nice to have as siege equipment, but that's about it. They're not mandatory or anything. Right, let's invest in the Fortress of Mordor level 5.
Yes, my lord.
And you fix the goddamn fortress. It looks funky, but it's so beaten up.
Upgrade is complete.
Much better. Upgrade is complete. Yes, now the trolls have target practice. We can throw things further. Everything is noise. Overwhelming strength. Okay, these guys will soon have an upgrade to their weapons. Let us move on. Actually, oh wait, I can't summon him yet. Let's wait a little bit and let's summon Grishnak Chestnut. While he's being summoned, we're going to explore. Oh, this is just silly. A lone horseman wants to destroy the army of evil. Yeah, that's not gonna work.